So in today's video, I'm going to be previewing Bradford City versus Morecambe FC, and then the second part of today's video, I'm going to bring you guys my Game Week 23 League 2 score predictions. If you do go on to enjoy, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 80 likes on today's match preview, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are now on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Get commenting as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know down below your score prediction for this match and what would your starting 11 be as well. Would you make any changes from Friday night's 3-1 win away at Doncaster Rovers? Obviously, at the time of recording, there has been no pre-match press conference. I don't know if there will be one, with it obviously being Christmas period at this moment in time, so I doubt there will be one. So we're not really going to have much of an update on Jamie Walker. He came off and around the 70th minute mark with what looked like some sort of shin calf injury. Got quite a bad tackle on there, so fingers crossed he is okay for the weekend. But in terms of the team that I've built for this game against Morecambe, I've not selected him in there because I do think he will be unavailable because it was quite a bad tackle. But make sure to drop a like on there for me, subscribe if you are new as well, and let's get into it. Channel memberships are now cheaper than ever, with tier 1 costing just 99p. Tier 2 has been reduced from £3.99 a month down to £1.99 a month, and tier 3 has been reduced from £8.99 a month down to just £4.99 a month. Your support as always is massively appreciated, and the more members that we have, the better the content will be. Enjoy the rest of the video. If we have a look then at how both sides have got on so far this season, my team Bradford City, we currently sit 10th in the Sky Bet League 2 table. After 22 matches, we've got 9 wins, 5 draws and 8 defeats, scoring 29 goals and conceding at 28, which leaves us on a positive 1 goal difference and 32 points. The last couple of matches then have been a win, a win, a win, a win and a loss. I think it's 6 wins in a row now in all competitions, and obviously 4 straight wins there in the league. The first time we've been in positive goal difference as well for what feels like absolutely forever. In terms of our last couple of matches then, we had a 3-1 win away at Doncaster Rovers, a 2-0 win away at Gillingham, a 4-0 win at home to Liverpool's under-21s in the Football League Trophy second round, a 3-0 win away at Forest Green Rovers, a 1-0 win at home to Accrington Stanley, a 5-1 win at home to Barnsley, and a 4-2 defeat away at Notts County. So it feels like absolutely forever as well since we were back at Valley Parade. It would be just over a month as well by the time this game does come around. If we have a look then how Morecambe have got on so far this season, obviously they did beat us 3-0 in the reverse fixture. Derek Adams has since left Morecambe as well. He's gone back to Ross County over in Scotland, but they couldn't sit 12th in the table. After 21 matches, they've got 9 wins, 4 draws and 8 defeats, scoring 33 goals but also conceding at 32. That leaves them on a positive 1 goal difference and 31 points. The last couple of matches then have been a loss, a win, a draw, a loss and a loss. So just 1 win in their last 5 matches, but it was a 5-0 win away at Doncaster Rovers. In terms of their last couple of matches then, they had a 3-1 defeat at home to MK Dons, a 5-0 win away at Doncaster Rovers, a 1-1 draw at home to Stockport County, a 2-0 win away at Wycombe Wanderers in the FA Cup second round, a 2-1 defeat at home to Newport County, a 6-0 defeat away at Wrexham in there as well, and then the game just before that was postponed against Crewe Alexandra. Now we're going to get into the team though that I would go with if I was Graham Alexander. Now, like I mentioned at the start of this video, Jamie Walker is not included in my squad because I do believe he will probably miss this game through injury. If he is fit and available, then he would definitely be in my starting 11, but I have not included him, or I've also not put him on the bench as well. But in terms of the formation, you've got to stick with the 3-1-4-2. It worked decently, I would say, against Accrington Stanley, but again, that was a long time ago. It's a good formation to play away from home. Will this be the formation though that we can play at home as well? Because sometimes a formation that works away from home doesn't really work at home. Like last season under Mark Hughes, we were brilliant away from home, not very good at home though. But in terms of the team then, in goal, I have gone with Harry Lewis. I thought on Friday night he was quite poor, to be honest with you. Obviously, definitely to blame for Doncaster's goal. It's a massive error from Harry Lewis. I don't know why not only he doesn't clear the ball quick enough. I know the back pass to him isn't the greatest, but he should clear it quicker for me. But then as soon as he loses possession, why does he sprint away from Joe Ironside? It's so stupid from Harry Lewis, and I'm sure he really regrets it now. But the striker's facing away from goal, and Harry Lewis just decides to back off and allow him a free shot at goal. There were a couple of other moments in the game as well where he looked quite shaky, dropped a couple crosses, his distribution wasn't great. But you have got to remember, he is still the best option that that we do currentently have. Into the back three then, on the right side, I've stuck with Jonathan Tompkinson. Absolutely brilliant in his first 2 league matches that he has played for the football club. How he wasn't getting in even the matchday squad for a number of months under managers that gone by, it's really, really bewildering to me. He's been brilliant over the last couple of matches and was very good again on Friday night. In the centre, I've stuck with Matty Platt. I thought he was pretty solid as well, to be fair. He kept Ironside and Fowl, the 2 Doncaster big lads up front, pretty quiet, to be honest with you, and so did Kieran Kelly, who I have stuck with on the left side. I thought them 3, again, really, really good. They were brilliant against Gillingham, kept the clean sheet. Should have had a clean sheet on Friday night as well if it wasn't for a massive error from Harry Lewis. All 3 of them have been fantastic, especially Jonathan Tompkinson, though, who has come into that side. I think Kelly looks a lot more assured in himself as well. Platt looks very solid playing in the middle, and Tompkinson is a very complete centre-half for this level. So my back 3, I would stick with completely the same. Into the 2 wing-backs then, on the right side, I've gone with Brad Halliday. I thought you didn't really notice him too much on Friday night against Doncaster. I think Doncaster were also playing a system or formation with wing-backs, so Halliday wasn't involved in the game all too much, but when he was, he dealt with their wing back pretty well, I would say, going forward. Didn't really get forward too much, to be honest with you. He was more around the halfway line for a lot of the time, but I can't really remember him going and bombing on down that right-hand side, but it was still a pretty solid performance from Brad Halliday. There was some nice link-up play and some nice patches of play at times as well, but it was his back pass to Harry Lewis, who obviously then made that error for their goal. And on the left side, I've stuck with Lewis Richards. I think he just gets better and better as each game goes by. He's now looking more confident in taking players on as well. He looks to cut inside sometimes as well on that right foot. Now, I wouldn't want to see him try to shoot from 25 yards out on that right foot, but it is obviously a good option to have if you can go on the left side, on the outside, or you can cut inside on that right foot. And I think overall for me, Lewis Richards has been very good over the last couple of matches. Into my midfield 3 then, as the holding midfielder, I've gone with Richie Smallwood. Absolutely brilliant against Doncaster, absolutely fantastic. We spoke about it in yesterday's 6 things that we learned video. If you've not already gone and checked that video out, then make sure to go do so. He was absolutely brilliant. He won every single second ball. He was brilliant at screening their striker as well, so we were doubling up on them, and I don't really know what else you can say about Smallwood. He's been absolutely fantastic under Graham Alexander, but again on Friday night, he was absolutely brilliant. Before we go any further though with my team, make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Get a comment in as well down in the comment section down below. And as my 2 number 8s then, firstly I've gone with Alex Gilead. I could say the same thing about this man every single week. Consistently a 7 out of 10, if not better. His legs, energy, work rate, absolutely outstanding. I feel like I just say the same things about Gilead, but he deserves the same praise for them, because I was very critical of Gilead last season, but this year, not only is he bringing them legs, energy, he's now bringing end product as well. Another assist for him on Friday night, a brilliant cutback for Andy Cook, and it's obviously a great finish from him, but I think he's got a couple of goals and a couple of assists now this season as Gilead. Last season, I think he got 1 goal, maybe 1 assist at the absolute maximum, so it's great to see him finally contributing with goals, and I thought he had a really, really good game on Friday night. I'm partnering him. Now, if Jamie Walker is fit and available, I would stick with Walker, who I think has been brilliant under Graham Alexander, but I have a feeling for some reason that he's not going to be fit for this one, so I've gone with Alex Patterson. Obviously, Alex Patterson coming into the side is certainly not a bad thing whatsoever. I think he's been brilliant, or was at the start of the season. Hasn't started though since maybe Wrexham in the Carabao Cup right at the end of August. Actually, no, he started the Tranmere game, didn't he, and came off after about 15-20 minutes with another hamstring injury. So if Walker is out and Walker is going to be unavailable, Patterson is a more than adequate replacement in my opinion, but if Walker is fit, I would stick with Jamie Walker in there. And as my 2 strikers then leading the line, firstly I've gone with Andy Cook. 2 goals and an assist for him on Friday night. He's up to 12 for the season in all competitions, 4 assists in there as well. Certainly not a bad return whatsoever, and Alexander is getting the best out of Andy Cook once more. The start to his season wasn't the greatest. I think he's got 6 goals now in his last 6 matches. He's on absolute fire at this moment in time, and obviously has to stay in the side. A brilliant assist as well. Not only is he scoring goals, he's creating chances for others as well, and Andy Cook had a really, really good performance on Friday night in my opinion, so definitely needs to stay in the side. And partnering him, I have gone with Tyler Smith. Again, great goal on Friday night, a brilliant finish, his 10th for the season now. It's great to see another player getting into double figures. I think the last time we had more than one player get into double figures in a single season was back in the 2014-15 season, where we actually had 3. I think that was Billy Clark, James Hansen and John Stead, who scored, I think, 10, 11 and 13 respectively. I might be wrong, I do apologise about that, but with Jake Young probably coming back in January, Jamie Walker's form this season, we could genuinely end on 4 or 5 players in double figures of 4 goals, which will obviously be great to see. And you've got a quality player in Lydon Oliver who can't even get in this, can't get a sniff at this moment in time, didn't even come on off the bench as well on Friday night. But on the bench then for me, that would leave Colin Doyle, Ash Taylor, Kevin McDonald, Bobby Poynton, Harry Chapman, Matt Derbyshire and Lydon Oliver. The players currently unavailable then are definitely Daniel Ugoke and probably Jamie Walker. Like I say, we don't really know. So the players who will miss out then through selection would be Harvey Rowe, Sam Stubbs, Liam Rideout, Emmanuel Sidibe, Clark Adore, Adam Wilson, Rehan Tulloch and Chisholm Afoka. Now let's get into my Game Week 23 League 2 score predictions. Starting out then with the 12:30 kickoff between Mansfield Town and Grimsby Town. I'm going to back the Stags at 4-2-1 home win. Into the 1 PM kickoff then at Gillingham FC versus Crawley Town. I think will finish in a 1-1 draw. And now we'll get into the 3 PM kickoff. So AFC Wimbledon versus Sutton United. I think will finish in a comfortable 3-0 home win for the Wombles. Barrow AFC versus Stockport County. First versus second. It's got 0-0 written all over it in my opinion. Bradford City versus Morecambe FC. It really depends if Michael Mellon is going to be available. He wasn't available for yesterday's game where they lost 3-1 to MK Dons, I think through illness. If he is unavailable, I'm going 2-0 to the Bantams and fingers crossed we can pick up another win. Harrogate Town versus Accrington Stanley. I'm going to back Harrogate 4-2-1 home win. MK Dons versus Colchester United. I think will finish in a 3-1 home win for Milton Keynes. Newport County versus Forest Green Rovers. I think will finish in a 2-1 home win for the Welsh side. Notts County versus Doncaster Rovers. I think Notts are going to absolutely run all over Doncaster 4-1 in that one. Salford City versus Tranmere Rovers. Salford really struggling so far this season. So is Tranmere to be fair, but I'm going to back the away side at 4-2-0 away win. Swindon Town versus Wrexham AFC. I think I'll finish in a high scoring 4-3 away win for Wrexham. And finally Walsall FC versus Crewe Alexandra. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. But I'm going to leave it there then for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try to 80 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know down below your score prediction for this match and what would your starting 11 be as well. Would you make any changes from Friday night's win? Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day and I'll see you very soon for another one. Peace.